Hello everybody and welcome back to Let's Play Dragon Quest IV with me, Get Daved. Last time we found out about a little playground where kids are, well, hanging out right before they get abducted. It's a pretty nice playground. There's a poison marsh. And that's pretty much it. A disembodied voice telling you to get in their van. Well, I don't want to go out. I'm going to go deeper in. The enemies here are pretty tough, so like this encounter right now even, this could be terrible for us. That was good. If the slime had healed himself, this could have gone on for a very long time. Alright. And 16 experience points, which is much more than we were getting fighting the other guys, so... My pro tip for you is to try rushing... Well, not that way. To get a friend in here. There's a temporary little character who can join you. This fight could also be really rough. Yep. Well, nothing's happened so far. Where's your friend now? If heal slimes were smarter, they could really put the hurt on you. Unfortunately, they're not smart. They're dead. Alright. I mentioned in the starting video that this is one of my favorite games of all time. Which way do I want to go? I'm going to stick it to the right away. Now that we're on the second floor, we want to explore. The voice is actually helpful. Uh-oh. That Winkster could really hurt me. I don't want to spoil why. But it could cast Blaze. Or pardon me, Sizz. Good enough. Level 4! So this game came out for the NES way back in the day. There's who we're looking for. And I found out about it through Nintendo Power and had played Dragon Warrior 1 at a friend's house. And just thought it was pretty cool. So I got this and it was absolutely awesome. Unfortunately, it was really expensive and I was unable to buy it. Whoop! Your goal is to become a human. I'm going to call you Data. Sure! So, we've got Healy the Heal Slime with us. Don't let his goofy name confuse you. He's pretty awesome. He's got one spell. Heal. You just have to slurp hard enough. Context. Wouldn't that be great? Tony the Tiger is nemesis there. It's great! You know, I might have made a huge mistake here. Thank you, Healy. Healy's nice and quick. If that mage had... you know, whatever. The important thing is that we survived. Just die. Anyway, so I was a big fan of the game, and was unable to buy it. Here's a little pseudo-sad story for you. That doesn't go where we want it to right now. We'll discuss it more briefly. There was one time where my family was moving, and I moved around quite a bit as a little kid, so as an apology, I remember my dad volunteering, him saying, "You know what? We're gonna get you Dragon Warrior 4 to to make it up to me, which was kind of cool. Moving sucked, but you know, I thought it was a nice parental thing to do. He was unable to find it, so he took us to a used game store instead, and we picked up Final Fantasy, so that sort of worked out in its own way anyway. Flying shoes that the children used, hey? Interesting. Could this... oh boy. Okay, this is gonna be rough. Could this have something to do with how the kids are getting in the tower, perhaps? I'm lucky nothing horrible has happened to me from these guys. They could have turbo nuked me right away. They do have the spell Frizz. Yeah, it doesn't do too much to Healy, but it can be quite effective on Ragnar right now. Anyway, so as a boy I never had the chance to beat it. Fast forward 5 to 10 years, the miracle of emulation allowed me to play an NES game. The voice won't be guiding us anymore, just so you know. Remember those stairs I said we didn't need to take? They just lead... it's a continuous loop. Anyway, once the miracle of emulation happened, I was able to play the game through, which was pretty cool. And then Square Enix decided they were going to re-release all of their Dragon Quest 4, 5, and 6 for the DS, and I remember being super pumped about it. My wife bought me the Nintendo Power where they had the feature on it, talking about how I don't know what they were going to put in from the games and everything, which version. There was a remake for the PlayStation 1, but for Dragon Quest 4, but it was only in Japan. Anyway, just trying to give you all some of the backstory on why this game is so special to me. Nintendo Power just had their final issue very recently as well, which I picked up for old time's sake. And they had this game listed among their greatest games of any Nintendo console ever. It's got a good story, and yeah, the chapter structure in it is very unique and really awesome. Okay, so we found a ton of money. Seed of Life. Now, I could use those on Ragnar right now, but I'm not going to. I'm going to hold on to them. Because, truthfully, Ragnar's not a character who really needs that. He's always going to be slow, and he's always going to have a ton of HP. So, sort of slips through the cracks there. Okay, we've got the Teleria, which means we can actually get pretty close to wrapping up this chapter here. It would be nice if I had a little bit more money. I don't want to buy a weapon. So Iron Armor gives me an 18-point jump in my defense. 4 points of armor equate to 1 hit point less of damage you take coming in. I could afford an 8-point increase from Iron, and I would take reduced damage from Fire and Ice. 5 points less. That could actually be pretty helpful, so I'm going to go for it. Ragnar! No! Okay, so we need 1,000 coins, pretty much. As far as the weapon, don't worry about that. I'm not going to save, I am going to save state. And the only reason I did do that is because it's faster. When you die in Dragon Quest games, you have to restart from the last save point you were at. You don't lose your progress, but you do lose half of your money. Alright, we use the flying shoes, and here we are. That's Willy Wally. Important to use your L and R to help you explore without walking. We are kind of at risk for dying a terrible and painful death. Yeah, those sorts of things aren't helping. So don't do it to yourself again. Okay, his defense has gone up by 60 points. Okay, well, we got a critical hit, so that ignores that. It could have taken a really long time to kill him. Chimera Wing. Boy, I'm not loving you guys one bit. Don't die, Healy. Oh. Well. That'll make things interesting. It did the exact... And yes, I'm reefing on this guy before he uses buff on him again. The Blinkster has done his damage. See, realistically, I probably should have done a little bit more grinding. Now I've got to haul this coffin everywhere I go. Oh boy. Yep. Well, if I'm still alive... Well... That has never happened to me before. I didn't even know Crack could do 16 points of damage. We need Healy back. Well... I don't feel... I don't know how I feel about that. Look, I'm in a rush. We've got an LP to record. Bad things will occasionally happen. The game's gonna keep track of that too, isn't it? Dang it! Time's wiped out 1. Well... and in Chapter 1... Honestly, it has taken me so many times to get this LP going, I don't even care. That is still pretty hilariously embarrassing, though. Oh, good job! Well, you've learned your lesson for being racist. I looked past the fact that he was a monster. Okay, we're gonna go for the Splattypunk first, because he can get rid of 100% of my defense. Yeah, like that. If you want to play it safe, grind up some money and buy yourself an iron spear. You'll be able to do a lot more damage. Oh goodness. Healy, heal thyself. Thank you. Just die. Wish I had an offensive mage with me. I really should have focused on the other guy. Too late now. Alright. It's over, it's done with. That was pretty rough. The reason why I hurry through this is because you can usually, every other time I've played the game, get away with it. Because there is something wonderful waiting for us. I'm gonna run back and get this treasure chest, which I think contains a whole bunch of money. Oh, Seed of Strength. This is a whole bunch of money? Yeah. Now I really don't want to get wiped out. Note to self, play it safe. Scale shield. Oops. Wait, we can use this to help me. There we go. I will want to have a couple items from my bag held, though. At least one medicinal herb. Scale shield, that'll only give us 3... Wait, no. Never mind. I was believing I still had a leather shield. That's nothing more than money to me. I think we can get 135 for selling it. Alright, up and to the left. There we go. So the Cautery Sword, which is what I was making the beeline for earlier, before my untimely death, is really, really strong. It's got an attack power of 45. This is the best item we will see in the first 4 chapters, period. You can do a couple cool things with it. You can just attack and do a crap ton of damage. Heyo! Or you can use it as an item and it'll cast Sizz. I'll take your medicinal herb. I could use Healy's heal spell. And that would probably be a better investment from the economic point of view, but I just don't care. Seed of Resilience would be moderately useful on Ragnar. But I kind of believe in spamming those seeds on the hero or a character you're definitely going to use in the end game. The hero's the safest bet for that. Full HP and MP on both characters, so Healy's got all of his heals back, which is good. And 867, so I can sell the Cautery Sword for 75, the leather armor for 135, I think. So that's 200, scale shields another 135. Yeah, I've got enough money. How do we get out of here? Why, it's quite simple. If you jump off from the top of the tower, which I know sounds dangerous but isn't, you can get on the other side of the water. So that's what we's gonna do. Because I need myself some armor. Well, I'm definitely selling the leather armor. Basically selling our goods until we get that exact amount of money. Yeah, this is going to go quite nicely. Don't sell anything else, though. Like, don't go above and beyond it. Because you can't carry money forward to future chapters, but you can carry items, so it'd be better to sell them later on. And iron armor, there we go. I know it looks like my defense is going up 30 points, but keep in mind I had leather armor, which was worth 12 before. Alright, we've got the best shield, the best helmet, the best armor, and the best weapon that we can get in this chapter. So, let's save it with my shameful 1 death on record. Everybody give yourself 10 Get Dave points for witnessing that. That may very well be the only one of the LP. Also, just a couple more comments on this game as a remake of the original. It's a really good remake of the original. They sped up some of the mundane things, tweaked the interface in a couple subtle ways, kept the good things, you know, improved on the graphics and so on. And you can get it for your Nintendo DS. I really encourage it. the threat of them using buff is slightly diminished now. Okay, that's kind of annoying, but we've got a really strong weapon, so we can sort of slam our way through it. And I can also just use the Cautery Sword to do magical damage, which will circumvent his defense. That'll hit all of the enemies within a group for, let's say, 15 to 20 damage, depending on their immunities. So, I'm not sure if this will be better than using his regular attack. We might not do quite enough damage to kill these guys. But if this works... yeah. So that saved us an attack turn. Why did crap do 0 damage to him this time? Where was that crap last time, Healy? We got wiped out because of that. Like, we actually died. Well... still, a gamble I'd make again. Got Ragnar on level 7 here. It'd be nice if I could get up to level... or, pardon me, it would be nice if I could get to level 7. We've got a boss fight coming up. Spoiler alert. Really? There we go. Pretty good level up as well. Oh no! Okay. Oh, so they're going after him when he's a child. Oops. Well, let's read this one more time. So now you know the connection between Lord of the Underworld, remember the old man was mentioning that before, and kids being abducted. Alright, and just to be a little bit more cautious than I have been at any other point in this LP, I'm just going to give Ragnar one more medicinal herb to hold on to. It's Willy Wally, everybody. I'm no hero. Oh! Yeah, you got it, kid. Okay. I think I know just what to do. Your secret location is the only visually interesting thing from Miles. It's a tower with a moat. Alright, Winky first. Thankfully, they opened with possibly their weakest attacks. I'm not exactly sure how much HP this guy has. Healy should take care of me. Oh goodness. Healy, take care of me. Thank you. Healy, take care of yourself. You know what, Healy, forget about it. Okay, and because I can't be certain that I'm going to act first... Actually, you can pretty much count on never acting first with Ragnar. Still. This guy can't have that much more HP left. I'm betting he's got around 350? There we go. Alright, I will quite literally see you in hell. Alright. Children rescued. Mission accomplished. What? And I don't believe there's any more monster encounters for the rest of the chapter. There's going to be a horse. Oh, okay, good. Sometimes you will find a cow patty or horse manure, and whenever it's like a prison or something like that, that's always what I think. Our friend has passed away, unfortunately. But just in case you missed it. Alright. And there isn't really a point in me... Oh, I've got all my hit points back anyway. I noticed Healy was alive again, but... Ragnar's back to full strength too, so we're pretty much set here. Just have to drop off the kitties. I did! That's pretty awesome. The enthusiasm of youth. And... actually, what are you doing, man? And to think you were making fun of me for taking a long time getting out of the castle. Oh, yeah. Well, you're welcome. I'm gonna pop in on Angus and Igneous. Wait, why did you get let out of prison? Maybe she posted bail. I would like money. Oh. Well, that's noble of him. In the original game, I think you only got 3,000 experience points. They made it 10,000 in the remake, which is good. Because we won't be seeing Ragnar again for quite a while, and when we do, we'll be thankful for the experience points. I'm going to keep a running total on his HP here. We're at 16 already. 24. 32. Oh, goodness. 40. So I think he just broke 100 hit points. 49. 58, 66. Alright, so I think his stats doubled. Because he had about that many hit points going in. His strength went up by a zillion. And that's Chapter 1, everybody. Chapter 2 is probably the most difficult of the 4 prequel chapters, and it's coming up next, and it's going to be exciting. We're going to have a more diverse party, a larger party, and it's going to be a party. I'll see you in the next video, everybody.